my God. Opa, kalimera, kalispera, kalinikta, kali. Hello, Helen. Eleni. I guess we should call ourselves with our actual Greek given names. Hello, I
I
am
mean,
Konstantinos.
we could be Good Morning Greece with Konstantinos and Eleni.
I know.
What a
It's like the
combination.
right? And if you know, you know. Out there. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. How are you?
I'm
It's
good.
been a
I'm
minute.
good. It's been a while. Apologies. I had to bail last month because I had the joy of being sick in an Australian summer, which is at the worst because it's hot and you're not meant to be in air conditioning or with the fan on because that's what the illness enjoys. So I'm getting better. I'm happy to be here, happy chatting to you because it's been a while. We've got an amazing snack. We've got so much to talk about. So yeah, I'm really excited that we're doing this. So apologies for last month, and hopefully we make up for it with an amazing episode for everyone today.
Yeah, and today's episode is brought to you by Kouroulakias, the Greek Easter cookie, which is a very appropriate because Greek Easter is going to be before our next episode. So that is April 12th, I believe. It is different from Catholic Easter. When I was growing up, we called it American Easter, but clearly there are more than just the Americans that celebrate Catholic Easter. So I have corrected that.
Oh my
But
god!
what?
In April we should have tsureki.
Yeah, I've made that before. I
Yeah,
made these guys.
I hope Costa like gets. I procured my mum, and she yeah Costa gets A for effort, man, because he made his. I procured mine from my mum, so I cheated as always.
Yeah, my mum is back in Greece, so she can't help me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not sure I would like those cookies because this recipe is killer. Um,
I'm keen to know how yours are made, Costa, because I took some of these into work, and when I
mhm.
told people how these were made, they were very shocked. So I'm keen to know what kind of recipe did you use? And I will say to people, these biscuits may on the outside look, it's a biscuit. There is no better biscuit to dunk in your tea or coffee than these. And my dad, that was his breakfast for the 88 years that he was on this world. Handful of Kouroulakia, black coffee. It's a health food, guys. 88. Like, it's a pretty good innings. And for me to have like a nice hot cup of tea, dipping in some Kouroulakia,
Mhm.
it's a comfort. It's delicious. People make them in all different kinds of shapes. So these sort of platted ones that Costa and I have are the very traditional. Like my mum gets a bit fancy with the shape. She does little spirals and wreaths, but I love the long platted ones because again, they are the best for just dunking into the tea or
Oh my god.
coffee, letting the biscuits soak up that delicious drink and om nom nom. So nice. So I'm keen to know, Costa, what are yours flavored with? Mine are orange and cinnamon, which is probably my favorite.
Okay. Mine are they're just orange, but what I learned is I think I used orange zest and then
Oh.
smashed it in with the sugar and used the oils and just let it sit in the sugar that you're supposed to use for
Mm-hmm.
for a while. You do that first. I have a feeling my grandmother and almost a lot of other people use orange juice instead of yeah.
Yeah, my mum's have orange juice.
I think I like these better. And this is
Mm.
no endorsement on orange flavored anything because orange and chocolate is a sin. But orange in a cookie,
Mm.
I can do this. I can do orange in a cookie, and the zest gives it like a pop that I've
Mm.
never had with the cookies before. Now I did it. You could put sesame seeds on here. I decided I didn't want the sesame seeds. I like my sesame seeds with my sushi or my Asian foods. I No, I also like them with like some Middle Eastern stuff. Anyway, we won't get into my sesame seeds, but these came out really good, and um, it was a slog, like trying to figure out the right size to make these.
Oh yeah.
They're like, make a 1-inch ball, and I'm like, can't we just do weight? Can you just give me the weight of it, and I can measure on a scale how much I
Oh,
need it?
my mum just we roll them
Yeah.
into a thin strip and then we just kind of cut and plat. Like we don't weigh,
Okay,
we
so you
just
just do
eyeball it.
a big
Yeah.
ass strip and then cut them down. Well,
Yeah,
they're
get
like
the
one
ball of
inch, and then
dough,
make a 7-inch
roll it thin,
roll, and
cut.
then fold it in half, and then do that. And initially, these were going to be massive. Thank
Mm.
God I decided to take the extra 20 minutes and undo everything. And then I found the first one. I was like, all right, this looks like an inch. Let me roll it out. And I weighed it. And then I was just like making balls. And then I did, what do you call it? Rolled it out and then platted it like
It's
this.
definitely the most time-consuming part is plaiting because
Oh my God. Yeah.
typically the Greek biscuit recipes, we're baking for volume people. We are not baking 12 chocolate chip cookies. We're Greek. We're making 80 to 100 Kouroulakia when we're making them. They have shelf life. We don't do anything by small quantity. But it's funny that you mention because my mum does the orange juice and the zest. She does both.
Oh,
And
okay.
because my mum's currently fasting for Easter, which is essentially like being vegan.
It
So
is.
people at work tripped out when I said to them, no butter, no eggs, olive oil,
Mm-hmm.
orange juice. They couldn't believe it. They were just like, are you kidding me? These are like vegan and dairy free. I was like, yes, they are. This
So
version of them. There's other versions with butter. So that's why I was keen to know. But you said as well,
this
you use
version is with
oil.
butter.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
got
doing it.
butter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
wow. Okay.
These are made
Interesting.
on Holy Saturday to be eaten on Easter Sunday. So you can eat all of the animal stuff again. But fun fact, the uh so when they were studying back in the day, when they were studying the Mediterranean diet, they're like, why is this diet so good? Well, they studied the Greeks, and they did it during Lent, and they didn't realize that there's no
Yeah.
meat.
Mm,
Like, so it was a lot of vegan eating. So that's
yeah.
why the Mediterranean diet can be so good. But then, they revised the studies because of the
And I
Mediterranean
don't
diet. Still
I
good.
don't know if it's the same for you, Costa, but it took me till I was a lot older to realize so many of my favorite Greek foods were vegan because I was just like, it's delicious. And then you grow up and you think of the ingredients like yemista, like the stuffed vegetables and particular soups and all that.
Hmm.
Like they have a lot of like legume based soups. And I'm just like, oh, I'm now going, geez, I've just gone delicious food. I've not even realized, dude, this stuff is like all vegan, but not like vegan and we're using all these things with huge names as substitutes, just like very
Hmm.
clean, natural, healthy eating, like amazing food. I think one of the best things about being Greek is the food.
So I didn't realize that until my wife did her research on the Mediterranean diet. And she's like, did you know that the reason why, Greeks, they during Lent, they don't eat, it's all vegan. Like
Mm,
I was like, what? I know.
yeah.
Holy crap.
Have
No
you never
wonder I
done
got
it?
yelled at. No wonder I got yelled at if
Oh,
it
have
wasn't
you never
Friday.
done it? Dude.
Could you imagine if, because I
Because
got
it's
yelled
so
at when I
funny.
was a kid.
I see someone in the comments asked if we eat fish on Good Friday. No, like the Greek fasting is like next level, and it's really interesting because there's intricacies to it. Because there's some days you can have seafood, and I think it's something to do with like the seafood doesn't have a skeletal system, and there's
I just
maybe
lost
1
one.
or 2 days. Oh no, Costa, don't lose your
No.
Kouroulakia. It's a modern Greek tragedy. No,
No.
it's a modern Greek tragedy.
It is.
Um, and there's a couple of particular days you can have fish, but I tried to do it a couple times because I thought, oh, this would be healthy. I'll lose weight. And dude, I was just smashing so much bread because I was like always hungry, and I was like, I hate this. So
Hold on.
yeah, power up to the people who do it, because the Greeks, if you look at the calendar, they fast almost a third of the year. Seriously, it's
pretty much. That's no joke. We have breaking news. Cobb Vanth from Star Wars The Mandalorian is back in stock at Sideshow. I know Miss Allison is excited. Thank you, Uncarded Reviews.
I can hear her yelling from the other side of the house.
Galimera and Vegan. Let's see who's here. Matthias, or is it Matthias? I love Guten Tag, my friend. I think I haven't answered him back on a. Here's one thing I hate about YouTube. When you get a comment, you'll see the comment, right? But if somebody comments on a comment and you click on the comment, you can't. I can't find where the thing is, so I can't answer the. It's a pain in the ass. But I have to get together with Matthias and we got to talk about doing something cool for his. Sorry, Miss Al. His battle damage Vader with the cape that has the Darth Vader head. I think we can make a.
Is that with the cracked helmet?
Yeah, we could do a nice, cool, not a cool. What do you call it? The aluminum cases. And living in Germany, you guys should get aluminum so much easier and cheaper than here, because I am dying. I have to go on Amazon and I'm gonna have to learn how to cut this stuff myself, because going to Ooze Nest in the UK, also UK guys, you guys are so lucky to have Ooze Nest. I price checked, I think last week I price checked a case and the shipping was more than what it cost me to get the aluminum. So
that sounds like living in Australia. You go to buy something overseas and the shipping is more than the item. So yeah, I know that feeling.
DHL is just like when they had FedEx, when they were Ooze Nest was using FedEx, it was fine. But like DHL is just like really trying to stick it to you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we need to grab all the monies. But anyway, welcome. And we will talk more about getting you the case that you want for that figure, because that would be awesome. And I'm thinking you could do it as a Grail Apollo, which is the light up case back there. I'm plugging stuff. I'm sorry. I know we're doing 2 Greek Geeks.
No,
and I'm plugging
dude, you plug your stuff. ABC, always be closing the deal, my friend.
Well, I also got the 2 other posters for the other 2 cases. So later today, we'll be talking about that. But welcome, Matthias. I think we could do a Grail Apollo for that, for your for that Vader. Echo 7 Delta. Good morning. Good evening.
Hello, Carlos.
Yeah, it's good morning for me, Carlos, and good evening for the Shero. Mitchell Lawrence, we celebrate Easter here in New York. I'm Catholic. Yeah, I know, but when I was a kid, the stupid closed offness, it was either Greek or American stuff, like never anything else. Galeorixy. Yes, it's a good time. Let's see. Daguito! Not Daguito. Daguito. Hey everyone. I came for the snacks. I stay for the Greeks. I stay for the Greeks. Thank you. And man, I wish I brought more of these up here.
Oh, I know I'm just gonna keep snacking away. And even though I've had my dinner, I'm gonna just it's been so hard because Mum made these last weekend. So I've been living and as I say, you make them in bulk. I've had to be like, you cannot come home from work because work's been crazy and eat Kouroulakia for dinner, because I could picture a world where I could have eaten them all before we got to the stream. So I had to kind of put them in another room where I wasn't just seeing them all the time. So I kind of forgot that I owned many delicious biscuits.
I forgot how good dipping a biscuit in coffee is. Although I didn't forget I guess not too long, because we were dipping Tim Tams. Yeah, we were doing that. Yeah. So wait, we also did a Kouroulakia. We dipped them in our. Did we?
Did we? I don't think
No,
we
never
did.
mind.
That
Powdered
would have been
sugar. That
messy.
would have
That would
been
have been
bad.
messy.
That would have been
It would
horrible.
have been a bad time.
That would have been
We've had
so
some good
bad.
times, but I reckon next month it feels like chureki. And I've been shocked because like in Australia, like in Melbourne, you definitely have like Greek bakeries and things like that are more prolific. Perth, we don't really have a huge Greek population. I was stunned. I was in Coles today, which is like one of Australia's big supermarket chains. Mate, they had like tsureki. I was like,
Oh,
since
really?
when? I was stunned. I have never, outside of like a European, we import stuff shop, like mainstream Aussie supermarket rocking two kinds of like commercially made tsurekia. I was like, wow, never would I think that I would see these in my life, but
It's
it's
kind of the
delicious. I love a
same here.
tsureki.
We do have a decent Greek population here, but they're all spread out. So there's a bunch in the city, but then we're in the suburbs. There's two big Greek churches almost near each other, so they're like spaced out over there. So it would be far. I don't even think maybe there's a Greek bakery there. I didn't even check, but I think it would be far to go because they have the Mediterranean market where basically it's a
Oh,
Greek shop with some other European stuff in it. I mean, or it's a
nice.
European market. Oh, it's a market with stuff that's not
Yeah.
originally from here. Um, so yeah, man, I lost my thought there for a second, but yes, don't talk to us Brits about tea and biscuits, man. I will say this: though I've been to the UK once, and my wife and I fell in love with it to the point where like when all the kids are gone, we should move here. And then Brexit happened, and I'm like, fuck, you guys ruined it because I'm a European citizen.
Me
Like
too.
I'm a Greek, well, yeah, I'm a Greek citizen, and then now it's not easy because we loved. My wife absolutely now she's a Jane Austen fan, so she absolutely loved Bath. So I did
I've been
too.
to Bath. Yeah,
I
cool.
did
Nice.
enjoy Bath.
I've
Bath
been there.
was
Yeah, yeah.
so nice. So, and with my wife being Irish, there was a um no, is it no? Well, being the like the Druids, she like going to Stonehenge was like I thought it was just gonna be like, oh look, it's Stonehenge. Ah. You get there and it's just like atmospheric. It's
Mm.
magic. There's a vibe there that you can't explain.
Yeah.
Um, it, it was magical. It was a really cool thing. Don't skip Stonehenge.
Oh,
And if you're in,
I remember when I was there, I did a really cool like day trip, and it was like
mm-hmm,
we went to Stonehenge and Bath. Like we
Bath.
started in
That's what we
London,
did.
Stonehenge, Bath, came back.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good, and yeah, and it's funny because you know, Australia, a young country, America, a pretty young country, and our history is like 200 years, and then you go to Europe and London, and this is BC. It's like, oh, that's history. Yeah.
That's what.
Your family has a house older than Jesus, and yeah, we talk about history in Australia, which is like 3 minutes by comparison. So yeah, it makes you appreciate true world history for me when you go to these places.
So, my wife got a degree in before she started doing her IT stuff. She got in archaeologic anthropology, something like
Oh
that.
wow.
So she studied like ancient cultures. When we went to Athens, she's like, "My brain is broken. My brain is broken because there are so many levels of history here.
Mm,
Like you have the Parthenon, then you have the Roman markets, then you have the Byzantine stuff, then you have and it just piles. You go from something that's 1,000 years old to something that's like 5,000 years old, and the different degrees in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I love this stuff, but sometimes I'm overwhelmed because it's all here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's see. Mitchell says you've never tasted Terry's orange and a club chocolate here in the UK. Wait, is
So
that
we have
two
them in
different
Australia.
products? Two,
Yeah. So Terry's orange chocolate is literally a chocolate shaped like an orange,
okay,
and
I know
you
Terry's.
can
Then
break
I
it
know that
into
one.
segments, right?
Yeah.
And then Club Orange is like a small block of chocolate that is orange chocolate flavored. Um, but I have no interest in either.
Isn't
Orange chocolate's
it?
just no.
Isn't the orange chocolate thing more of a Christmas type thing, or is it an all
Well,
year
I
round?
think Terry's orange chocolates are kind of given as a Christmas gift. And I
Okay.
laugh because one of my co-workers gives them at Christmas time, but knows I hate orange chocolate. So she'll always get me, there's like now a choc mint and a plain chocolate one. She'll always get me a not orange chocolate one, which is very kind of her.
Carlos says, I have a Greek neighbor who brought over some of those cookies and they were delicious. Yeah, they're soft on the inside. And then Helen, let me know when you get the. Oh, you got.
So Carlos was, because when I was telling everyone about Tim Tams during snack time with Helen, Carlos mentioned, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, so I'm sorry, Carlos. I think it's
Alfajores.
alfajores, and they're a
Alfajores.
biscuit with like dulce de leche in them. They're Argentinian.
Oh,
And I recently saw on social media that we now have an Argentinian bakery in Perth. So I was like, oh my God, do they have the biscuits that Carlos mentioned? And I sent him a picture. I was like, Carlos, is this what you were telling me about? And he was like, yes, it is. So I have to try to get there. They open like 3 days a week for 3 hours a day. So I am feeling like the Easter long weekend here, which is like nothing
wow.
to me because it's not Greaster.
That sounds
I want to go
delicious.
there and get, because they looked incredible, and I was like, yeah, I got to go there and try these biscuits. They look incredible. So yeah, I would. You'll be the first to know when I try them, Carlos. I absolutely promise you. I'm so keen to. They look so good, and these ones had like some coconut as well. Like it was like a sandwich biscuit, like so 2 biscuits with like the thick dulce de leche, and I think they'd put like some coconut on the sides. Like they looked so good. It almost looked like a, I don't know if you're like a melting moment biscuit is like a thing in the US. I feel like if
No.
there's any Brits here, they will know what a melting moment is. It kind of looked like that, but with really thick dulce de leche in them. So I was like, oh God, I wish I could pass you
I'd be like,
through
I'll
the
be right
screen.
back, guys. No, I'm not gonna come back. Anyway,
Breakfast of Champions, man. Kouroulakia and a coffee. Can't go wrong. Live to 88.
yeah, I can't wait to. Yeah, those sound delicious. So, and then Renz is here. Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. And we talked about this. So, did you guys eat fish on Good Friday? I don't remember.
No,
To be honest. Oh,
we don't. No.
and then I just skipped a bunch of stuff because I cannot see where I'm at. Oh, there we go. The Bro Collector. I gave the Bro Collector was shouted out in my latest video that will be released on Sunday, but members are able to watch it now.
I saw the new video. I need to watch it.
Yeah, there are secrets in it, and if you get the secrets,
Ooh.
maybe you get treats. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm doing like secret inside of it. Anyway, the dynamic duo. Good morning, his 2 favorite influencers. What? I can't influence shit, sir. I can't influence shit. But thank you. And the world says hello. Oh, thank you, world. I also would like to apologize to most of the world for all the shit that's happening. Well, it's not my fault. I didn't vote for it, so there's that. And that
It's times like these I'm
case.
grateful to live in the most isolated capital city in the world. Not gonna lie.
Is that a Ghostbuster on your right? Yes, that is Ray Stantz. And behind him is Venkman. And in these other cases, I have all the Ghostbusters all over the place in this room. I was going to make a video about this. There is a auction for an Ecto-1 right now. And I'm thinking about jumping in. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. But if I win it at a price at my price, then I'll figure it out and sell some shit. But that's my grail of grails, that Ecto-1. And I saw this other
It's
guy with an
beautiful.
Ecto-1 on there, and he had it at one price, and I was like, oh, he had it at like 1,900 or best offer, and then he moved it up like 5 days later to a different
Wow.
price, and it was an auction, so nobody bid on it. And you can
Mm.
you can offer him money. I was thinking about, I'm gonna lowball him and see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna suck it, guys who get upset with people who lowball people. I'm just trying. You never know.
Yeah, but my
Eh,
thing is, if you don't want the offers, turn them off. If you've got
mhm.
offers on, you need to realize you're going to get the whole spectrum.
Yeah. And Snooky Master loves souvlaki. Who doesn't? Meat on a stick. I do prefer souvlaki over gyro. A nice marinated pork souvlaki is, my dad makes a delicious pork souvlaki.
And people don't realize that traditional souvlaki is pork.
Yeah.
It's pork. People think it's like lamb. It's actually pork.
Yeah, no, yeah. It is, yeah, it is pork, and it is delicious. And if it's marinated right and then grilled, you can have it as a platter. If we're gonna talk about restaurant, as a platter, or make it into a pita sandwich with some French fries and tzatziki, some
Oh, all the
tomatoes, some
tzatziki.
onions.
No lettuce. Don't ask.
No.
I made
Oh
the cardinal. So I made the
God,
cardinal sin when I was in Greece.
really?
My cousins, I was in Rhodos, went for souvlaki, and they said, "What do you want on your souvlaki?" Be mindful, in Australia, they're putting like jalapenos and pineapple and all barbecue sauce craziness. And I went, "Oh, just the usual, like onion, tomato, lettuce." They looked at me in absolute disgust. They're like, "Lettuce?" Like, I'm sorry. It's what we do in Australia. I learned that day. But yeah,
Yeah. Well,
the chips in the gyro.
yeah, that was
Can't go
that.
wrong.
They came with that, started in like the early '90s. When I went to Greece, I was like, "What's this? Why? What? Okay." And then I was like, "Yeah, we're," and just having gyro and souvlaki everywhere we went while we were in Greece. But now I hear that they also put mustard on them, which I don't understand. The
No, thank you.
tzatziki does enough. Windman 42. Good morning, folks. I'm suddenly happy I've how fed all my aluminum cans these last 20 years. They called me crazy. Oh. All right, he's wait. Your speech to text. Your speech to text, sir. I can't. Good morning, folks. I'm suddenly happy. I've now fed all my aluminum cans these last 20 years. They called me crazy, but nobody is laughing now. All right. He's been collecting cans for all these years, and now he's got the money for it. That's what I'm guessing. Um, Mitchell Lawrence, dipping a biscuit in tea is better. Us Brits are experts in special. Dude, I'm gonna do. I do like dipping my biscuits in tea. So, um, yeah. Um, what I forgot to when we were in the UK, we did a traditional British tea service,
Oh, lovely.
and it was amazing. I loved it. And
Nice.
Disney has like several spots, so I'm thinking about going. Or it's not going to be the same. I think we were at the Globe, and I'm sure that was a tourist tea service. I'm sure it was, but my wife loves Shakespeare. We decided to go to the Globe, have some tea. We stayed.
I went to the Globe as well. We went to so many of the same places.
Well, we stayed at the Tower Hotel because my wife wanted to be next to the tower. She loves the history behind that. And then the Tower Bridge. Come on. it's the best bridge. It's the best. It's the best bridge. I mean, even Spider-Man, it's the best bridge. Um, but yeah, being able to walk. We did a Jack the Ripper tour, right? So we're
Oh,
walking around, and we're at a spot that reminds us of a spot around here. So it looked like a library. It looked like something. But then it looked like there were people, homeless people, or people shooting up drugs and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this looks like near our house in Philly. I was like,
dude.
and then people are like, yeah, let's go get a drink over. And we're like, I don't know if this is the neighborhood to do. I mean, it's fine. Let's go. But I think like the neighborhood, because our neighborhood, all right, here's another weird distinction. Our neighborhood around here is called Kensington, but Kensington
Oh,
in England is a really posh
mm,
area. Kensington
tis.
in Philadelphia is not a posh area. It's ground zero to like the largest, like I would say, opiate addiction in the country, because
Wow.
I mean, and most of them, it starts because of that pharmaceutical company. I forgot what is the OxyContin people. Anyway, we're like opposites here. Like you guys have nice like my wife would
Yeah,
tell me
even in
stories.
Perth, we have a Kensington and it's quite a nice suburb. So
Well,
in the Commonwealth countries, Kensington, yes. Continental United
she
States, maybe not.
she had a British friend in college, and he's like, "Where are you from?" And she's like, "Kensington." He's like, "Oh, fancy, yeah, very posh." And she's like, "No, nope, not even close. Worse
Oh,
crime,
mate.
worse. Yeah, it was bad back then. Back in the 90s. But yeah, all right, enough of that. Does Randall love Tim Tams? Randall does love Tim Tams.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
he's got a sweet tooth, baby. Christoph the White. That is a beautiful, beautiful name. Good morning, Greek Nation. Happy Saturday. Mitchell says, yeah, the whole Brexit thing was divided. Yeah, I know. I was there. Oh, I was so upset with Brexit. Um, and then Uncarded Reviews uh, goes, I love ancient history. I watched the movie 300 once. Totally accurate, right? It is. You didn't
Yeah,
know
all the Greeks had American accents.
they had the guys with the razor arms, surgically applied, and Xerxes was just from head to toe pierced, like, and yeah, no, it was totally accurate. It was somewhat accurate. Not the details. The devil's in the details, but they did rise up. They did in this area take on the Persian army. They united Greece at that time. Everything else in it, the slow-mo fighting, I don't think that happened. Yeah, so no
There were some
slow-mo.
creative liberties.
Yeah, no slow-mo fighting. Beasts with razor blade hands. I'm thinking those weren't real. Although you never know. You never know. It's the ancient
We weren't
times.
there. We weren't there.
Yeah, they could have surgically applied spikes and stuff to people. The elephants, were the elephants there? Probably not. Probably not.
I wouldn't
I'm
have
trying to
thought
think.
so.
Leonidas with a Scottish accent, maybe. He might have had. He might have had a Scottish accent. This is Sparta. Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. American and Australia. American and Australia being former colonies of Britain. The names of places are the only things you guys kept. That is true. That is true. Although
I
I
don't
think
know.
we are
We kept a
going
lot
to
of your
be,
people.
we might be getting a tea tax again. So there's that. I think
Oh.
I think a tea tax has been floated around, and we will riot again. Let's see. You stand correct about Terry's orange and the club. Okay. And then make toys, not noise. Uh-oh.
What should we do?
I don't know. Maybe we should talk toys. Yeah, we'll talk. Oh, man. Guys, we're going to preface this. I want to preface this by what we're going to talk about today. We love and hope that all of these companies succeed. We don't want to be negative Nellies, but I'm turning off my Costa Nice person and turning on my Greek gossip, because that's what we're gonna Greek gossip. And I'm playing a character, so I'm really a nice person. And Factory Entertainment and Yoast. I apologize. I apologize. Yes. The Bro Collector, my wife was like,
sorry, being objective does not mean you are not nice.
that is true.
I think there is a bit of a thing that comes around with certain people that have deep love for brands, that if you come along and you're objective, you are some hateful person. And I don't think that's true. I think you can, as you've said, love a brand, want a brand to succeed, have hope the products are going to be amazing, and I think still objectively have some questions. And I think that's what we're doing. I think we're being objective with asking some questions.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So we're going to have a Greek Gab Fest, and it might involve some objective, comments. But Brooklyn, my wife was like, your friend is talking about you on TV. Yeah, I talked about you in the video and just now. I love it. Tower Bridge is cool, but Hammersmith Bridge is cooler. I didn't remember seeing Hammersmith Bridge, and now that I'm looking at pictures, it's pretty damn cool. So I will say that. Blair Dad, what's up? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. What's your big wish figure announcement for 2026? And is there a figure you would get to make you say your collection is complete? For me, it's Christopher Reeve Superman. Oh, that's a good question. Guys, I want to know yours also. What do you want as your big 2026 announcement? And is there a figure that says your collection is complete? Do you want to go first, Helen, or do you want to think about it for a little bit?
No, because I feel like
I've
my
said this
answer is
before.
so predictable.
Yeah.
I feel like my answer, anybody who's listened to me
Okay.
ever, I want a Koye to finish my A-Force. My
Okay.
A-Force will never be complete.
And then you're done. You could, in essence, you could be like, you know what? I'm complete.
I want the whole team. Like this shelf has such an importance to me, because as much as I love my collection, we got dudes. We got teams, and it's like one lady, dudes. Dark Knight shelf, one lady, dudes. All the dudes. So having a all-female display of characters that I think are just amazing, badass, awesome, it's really special to me. It's something that, like, little Helen didn't get to see a lot of. So for me to have that shelf in my collection, it means a lot. And it's interesting because it is, I get so many people that comment, like, I love your A-Force. That is so cool. Like, that is a thing that gets a lot of attention from people. And I think if, I don't know that I could ever not have that in my collection.
Yeah.
And as I said, I just would love to round it out, to have a Koye, and then that collection would be complete, perfect. I don't need anything else. We are done. So yeah, the Koye will always be that for me.
I've said this before. Right now, I would say the Ecto One. Like, as far as the Ecto One, like, it's right now it's going for a high price, but the last sell price was not high. It went the last one sold, I think, for $1,300 on eBay. So
can I ask, are you looking, is it the original one in particular that you want, or are you okay, so not the Afterlife one, or the whatever the other one was?
Listen, I wouldn't mind the Afterlife one, but that wouldn't be the one that would make me go, "I'm done."
Okay. Yeah.
Um, Figure announcement of 2026. So you already I guess you took care of yours 2 with 1 shot, the Okoye, because that would be one hell of an announcement.
Yeah.
Wow, do I have a figure that because like I'm with Blurred Dad, but it was already announced though, so that can't count. The Christopher Reeve Superman. And I'm like, anything in the world of Star Wars? Is there anything in the world of Star Wars that maybe I might be into? Oh, that didn't happen. Oh my God, this is a tough one. Like, you're catching me at a moment where if I did get the Ecto 1, I would probably take a break for like a year. I would take a sabbatical. Um, but if there was something, so I got the Batman figures I want, the Voltron. I want to get the Carbotix Voltron. That's already been announced. This is a tough one. Oh, all right. Here's this this 1/6 scale 1990 Ninja Turtles from the movie.
Oh, that's a great one.
The Henson
That's a
design.
great one.
It,
Yeah.
it involves so many different things that I love. Ninja Turtles, Muppets, Jim Henson, which is the Muppets. But I need 3. So Jim Henson, before he died, he was involved. So yeah, actual 1/6 scale versions. I am happy with the NECA ones, but they're 7 inches. Give me 5 more inches. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Whoever's thinking about it. Ah, bro collector. Thank you. Yeah, it's still at a reasonable price right now. It's in Rochester, so I may see if the guy will let me go pick it up, and I won't have to pay the shipping.
Oh, bonus.
It's a 5-hour drive, which I'm willing to do to say it'll cost me less to drive up there than the shipping. Plus, I won't be throwing it into my car. But thank you, appreciate it. And let's see, Carlos was like, Princess Leia. This will complete my Star Wars collection from the original movies. So we're talking about a 2.0 of the New Hope Leia. Is that what we're talking about? Because that's definitely to get the New Hope crew. If you're gonna get any crew, the New Hope. Although Bespin is kind of nice. I like Bespin Han. That'd be nice. Oh, Windman is like, please explain to me who or what is A-Force. What, Windman?
Have you
Girl,
seen Avengers
you gotta
Endgame?
get on it. Come
Have you
on.
seen Avengers Endgame, sir? So the A-Force it has a comic origin, but if we're talking specifically about Avengers Endgame, it's that sort of specific moment in the film where Captain Marvel has the gauntlet, and I'm pretty sure it's Okoye who says the line, "She's got help," and you see all the female characters. So it's a bit like in Avengers 1 when Cap goes like, "Avengers Assemble," and they have that sort of team little montage. There's that moment in Endgame for the female characters. So, like, who we've got in the back here. So we've got Nebula, Mantis, Valkyrie, Captain Marvel, Shuri, Wasp, Gamora, Scarlet Witch, and Rescue. But I'm missing Okoye. She's the one who literally backs her up and goes, when she's got the gauntlet, she's got help. And it was just this cool moment. I love how everyone's like, woke Marvel, Disney manufacturing this moment. I'm sorry, Cap saying Avengers Assemble in Avengers 1 was also manufactured, and none of y'all had a problem with that. I loved it. And if you look at the promo images for when Hot Toys announced the Endgame Captain Marvel, they had a really nice photo that had the A-Force. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I know what I have to do. And I already had like the Shuri figure, I already had a Scarlet Witch. So I was like, yep, I need this. I need to do this. And I've been very fortunate that like Valkyrie was a figure I wasn't sure that they would ever do, but they did. I'm so grateful we got a proper endgame Scarlet Witch. It's a great group of figures. So many of them are very underrated, and I got some of them really cheap from like Hong Kong sellers because the prices just took a dive. And every one of those figures I absolutely love. I'm grateful we got Mantis. Just hoping we get a Okoye in her red Dora Milaje outfit. And if you're not listening, Howie, third party companies, anyone, I will buy.
Uncarded reviews. I grew up watching K-pop Demon Hunters. What? Too soon? So you're gonna end your collecting with K-pop Demon Hunters? Matthias is like the Darth Vader meditation chamber. All right, if Hot Toys announces it, because I believe, well, Yost doesn't have it anymore, but they made them. Mitchell wants 2.0 Hoth Leia. Oh God, please, yes, the Hoth Han, the one that goes and Hoth Luke and Tauntaun. Yes, all of that. Yes, I did order the. Oh my God, I ordered it a long time ago. It was a company, a kid that was making Tauntauns, and he slowly, I won't get mine until the end of this year. But oh man, what's it called? Something box. I don't know.
I'm the
Windman
wrong
wants
person to ask, mate.
an artisan Deckard from the original Blade. An artisan one? Oh wait, hair doesn't need to be artisan, but premium everywhere. You know, artisan doesn't mean artist. Artisan.
We'd like it
too. Mitchell Lawrence. Oh, jumping in on that meditation chamber. Also a Predator Dutch, which I think will eventually be announced. Aliens Ripley, which is definitely coming up because of the tease by Hot Toys, which we probably should talk about that too. Michael Knight. I'm a little less enthusiastic about Michael Knight because of Factory Entertainment, which we'll get into. Blurred out, let's go, Voltron Force. I do have the Shokugan 71 Bandai one, but I want the Blitzway because it's taller and they have a way where they cover the legs up. So I want that one. Stringfellow Hawk. Riddick from Chronicles of Riddick. Or not. Is Riddick's oh man. And yes, pause, sir. Pause. LOL. Okay. Oh, pause because of what? All right, I get it now. Sorry, guys. This is the problem with doing a stream and trying to be part of all the conversations. Snooky Master also wants artisan Ripley. Could you imagine the hair on from the first with the curly?
Yeah.
That would be cool. From Aliens, also with a power loader, but that was Alien 2, right? Or that was the second Alien. But it's still the 40th anniversary coming up. 2.0. Oh, New Hope Princess Leia. Yeah, also not to deviate. But have you seen the Spidey trailer? Oh my God, it is phenomenal. I had tears coming out of my eyes, but I seem to have little tears coming out of my eyes for every little thing. We know Helen doesn't watch trailers, so we won't even ask.
Correct.
Morpheus and Trinity. Yes. That would be great for 2026. Also possible. I'm not going to not say that it's not possible. This is possible. When Man said he never knew the badass female characters in Endgame were called A-Force. Yes, it's a comic. And uncarded reviews. If A-Force was all the female characters, would that mean B-Force is all the oh my. Uncarded reviews. Power Loader 2.0 with Ripley and Jonesy. Okay. I already received
Although
my
Hot Toys
Tauntaun from
doesn't do good
Inbox
cats.
Studios. That is like a couple years ago. Yeah, I ordered mine late. So I put in my order. He gave me the time frame. The time frame has not even it's not even here. He's making a shit ton of them. And he didn't stop. So if you want to order one now, you can still order one now. Um I'm looking forward to Factory Entertainment. They may save me money to buy a house. Well, should we make that a segue? Let's talk Factory Entertainment because they've come out with several figures since we've done this. And the first one we will talk about is, hold on, I got to get used to doing this sharing. This guy. Well, it won't let me enlarge it, but or click on it. But the first thing I want to say is it's okay. It looks okay. Now, if you saw Mars Toys' head sculpt, that was far and above better. The second thing I notice is $350 ruse.
I literally just did the conversion. 500 Australian dollars.
Yikes!
What?
Listen, I understand they're a new
Wow.
company. I understand they're a US company because Sideshow does the same damn thing. Like they'll put their figures on par with Hot Toys figures in price and they sit. I would love to have the Jaws figures. Also, you know, if we have Mars Toys do them, maybe we get a Roy Scheider figure because the family does not want his likeness out there. But this, like, I don't know. Let me see if I can get if there's a close up of the head. It's okay. It's not horrible. I'm not gonna say it's horrible, but when you see it next to like the Mars Toys one, yeah, this looks not too bad. It's the neck. Is it the neck? What do you think about that neck? Like it's weird.
Something's not right. To me, this feels like the bulkiness and even the layer of the clothing feels to me like a early 2010s to 2015 Hot Toys figure. I think clothing and layering has evolved a lot since then. You look at like a Bruce Wayne original armory suit to now, night and day. There's a bulkiness to it, and I don't know if it's a difference in like, I want to say like finish to the neck and the sculpt, but something's not flowing well between the two. It looks a bit, as I said, I think if this was a 2015, you'd be hyped for this. It feels a little unpolished, is what I'm going to say. And I keep thinking of things I can buy at this price point through pop culture, $500. I can get George Clooney Batman. I can get John Wick Chapter 4. I can get a new stealth suit Captain America. Like I can get some really nice Hot Toys figures that are going to have much nicer outfits, much nicer sculpts, like that Chapter Wick John 4, a ton of accessories. This is that price point, and I think that's a fair comparison that people are going to make. This is not third party. We're doing it at $200. It's cheaper and you can forgive a few things. Like you're coming out at that higher price point. I think people are going to hold you to that standard. And even the hair, I think Hot Toys and other companies are getting really good at getting more detail into sculpted hair. Bits of it just feel very blocky. It doesn't look as I say, a standard or a quality for I would expect for a $500 Australian figure.
So I will say that looking at some of these pictures, the sculpt is much better than it's good, right? The problem was for me is like Mars Toys had theirs out with it painted and everything. And I know the quality that they make their stuff because I have a lot of Mars Toy stuff. This is not bad. All right. If I was gonna buy anything out of any of these out of the three figures, because we have the Mummy, Rick O'Connell, and this, and then Hooper. Or and I just I don't think it's too bad. But what they have been doing is great accessories. Like you've got this chum bucket, you've got baseball bat, you got some beer cans because we know Quint was a drinker in real life and in the movie. A machete, some gloved hands, two looks. I guess you can put a hat on them or a bandana. And then you got the flotation barrel. The accessories are great. Not too many. I guess I wouldn't know how many more hands you would get. Although I don't. Are one of these hands able to hold stuff? Yeah. All right. There's two things. All right. There's two hands that can hold things. But if I am a collector who's been in the game, which we both have, and I am going, this is the prototype, and there's usually a drop off in the production. I'm going, uh-oh. Are we doing this? Are we doing hold on. Are we doing this? Is this what's happening? Is this what's happening? So,
and do you know what gets me? Do you know what gets me? I can understand now thinking about, okay, they've had to have some elements to the hair to allow for the bandana and the hat. But this is where I'm like, at this price point, I feel like it should have been a swap out hair piece or a secondary sculpt.
I will say this.
Because hats and things with figures can be tricky. And this is where I'm like, for this price point and with what we can do with swap out head parts, yeah.
I can't. Are these movable eyes? Let's see. Yeah. Quint portrait, interchangeable cap, bandana, and hair on independently adjustable movable eyes. Okay. Allowing for a variety of life. Here's the other thing. It's only a 10% NRD. At least they're doing that and not like some other companies that we know that are, I mean, all right. At least Factory Entertainment's allowed to sell to the US. So I guess they can do the NRD like that. And other companies have to go through other means of getting their figures here to the US while they also complain about third parties making things, which maybe we could talk about that later and get in more trouble because I'm going to never have any of these toy companies on this channel ever. You will never see me.
Costa. I'm a bad influence on you.
No. I've been that way beforehand because there are things that like, and I'll talk about this with animated Batmobile, because I have the snow speeder, and there are things on it that bug the shit out of me that I didn't realize were in the final product, and I'm trying not to have things like that happen to me again. I feel like I got duped in a way, but I didn't.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it's a feeling. It's not that it happened because, I don't think, there was any duping that happened. It's just me being trying to be a like educated collector and then getting something that is like, okay, and spending so much money on it. I think that's the problem where, if it's a little less, like this Quint, it comes out and I have it in my house and I got it next to a cheaper figure, I'm gonna feel like, and it doesn't look as good, I'm gonna feel some way about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see. Mitchell's they're doing are they're doing an Airwolf model, right? The helicopter, because they do great. They do the props and models. That's their bread and butter. Uncarded reviews. These prototypes look horrible, not up to snuff compared to modern 1/6 scale figures. True. Windman, the head sculpts leave a lot to be desired at that price point. I'd wish they were $200. Then maybe I would be tempted, especially for Rick. Accessories on Rick are great. That they are doing the accessories right. I will say that. This is worse than NECA quality and scaled up to 1/6. This is a fail. JazzInc is to blame for these low effort figures being introduced at this price level. Interesting. Are they to blame though? Like I'm trying to figure out what JazzInc did to, like, because JazzInc is trying to make, and we'll talk about that too. They're trying to make theirs accurate to the nth degree and trying to make it, and their figures, if you buy them from JazzInc, if you're lucky enough to be able to go on their site, they're not as expensive as getting them from Kit. Oh, I missed this. Let's see. I have the whole Ghostbusters crew coming from Blitzway, and since I had to order them individually, I scored a Slimer from Star Ace. Not bad. Listen, I will say this: I'm gonna have to. Star Ace does amazing job on creatures. They have like Clash of the Titans figures. They look exactly like the Clash of the Titans models that they used. Amazing. They do great on creatures. Just human faces. Human faces, not so much. Now let's go and see the Hooper. This is the unsigned one. So Richard Dreyfuss is signing plates. I'm wondering if Yost had influence on that.
Well, I'm wondering that's hence the comment. Like, has Yost, because he's obviously that's how he's doing Kit. Has he been influencing them on price and this is where you should be pricing stuff and this is what you should, like, I wonder if that's the connection in
Who
that
signed
comment.
this? A 2-year-old? Like,
he's pretty old, Richard. Mate. He's pretty old.
I guess. He's coming back.
I remember he came out to Australia pre-COVID. And dude was pretty old then, and he's got 6 years on him. Like, I can't, like, that's, yeah.
So, $150 gets you Richard Dreyfuss's signature on top of that. So that's a $500. Oh, I see what he's using. He's not using, he's using a fine tip Sharpie. Yikes. Like fine tip. Yes, the Kraken looks great, by the way, Mitchell. Like, I want to get Bubo. There are some figures in that Clash of the Titans line. I think I got to get Medusa. I definitely want Bubo, but like the regular version, not the a chromed out version. So yeah, but it's hard to find. Richard Dreyfuss is almost 90 and suffers from. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't know he suffered. I thought he came back into acting and stuff. I know he's grumpy. He's like a grumpy old. He's become a grumpy old curmudgeon who hates like political correctness and all that shit. He's like he's grumpy. I didn't know he had Parkinson's. I apologize, Mr. Dreyfuss. But $150. Get in on this because he might do cons. Maybe he does cons. Maybe he only charges $75 at the cons. I don't know. But here's my problem with this figure. Definitely the clothing. Like, could we not do a better job with the jean material? Did we have to make them jeggings? Like, they look like legit jeggings. You
No,
can
they
still
do. They do. It's funny
you
because it's true. It's funny because
jeggings
it's
did
true.
not exist back in the 70s. Also, you can still make them look like jeans and give them stretch and them not be jeggings. Like, so yeah. I'm
I'm sorry, that hair
that is
again. Still,
not Richard Dreyfuss. That's not
that
Richard
hair.
Dreyfuss.
I'm sorry. This would have been. We would have been
Look at the
so
hand.
impressed with this if this was 2012 or 2015. This is not.
Look at the
This is
hand. It looks
not
like melted
at the
plastic.
standard. It does. It's like those cheap nasty hands you get with like a $10 third party body. Yeah, no.
I want you to succeed, Factory Entertainment. I need figures like this on the market. I also need you to hire sculpt people who like get Topo, get 11, get because I know they use like Sean Dabbs for some sculpts, and they use not this sculpt. That's not Sean Dabbs. Like Sean's done. And I know Viola Whitrocka painted the Battlestar figures, the old Battlestar figures. But I would love these figures, but I can't pay $350 for these figures. $200.
No.
But let's see the accessories on this one. You get the tracker, some more gloved hands. You get a boat hook. Oh, it comes with a watch. Look at that. A crumpled cup, classic. And then another flotation barrel, which you can't go wrong with flotation barrels. And then you can 3D print your own boat and paint it and have it 1/6 scale in your house. I think that would be amazing to do. But I need them to do a better job. I want these to come out great. Factory Entertainment, I'm behind you. I want to give you positive vibes. I want to give you the energy and magic that is needed to turn these into 2026 sculpts. You need to update these. Don't be like Caustic Plastic and be like, that's as far as we can go. Because I know you can go. And again, I fucking love Caustic Plastic. I've got their figures behind me. They do some of the best head sculpts. Rocky Stallone shop is Caustic Plastic. But you don't say that you can't refine it. Don't say that that's as close as you can get. If you're too far into the process of making it, that's a different story. Like, yeah, be like, oh, we're about to go into production, dummy. And I'd be like, you're right, my bad. Because somebody asked about the Conan head sculpt. And they were like, are you going to be able to refine that a little bit more? And they're like, no. So, am I trolling?
I think this is all, but I think this is fair.
Wait.
This is fair commentary.
Wait. I got to see what's going on between Uncart. Topo Studios is eating Tim Tams and laughing at Factory Entertainment, right? At least, although, here's the thing: will these ankles be better than the Topo bodies? Because I was thinking that this morning. I was putting Kane back in the case because he fell over. And those ankles are shit.
But you know the irony, Costa. That's probably the best body they have used.
The Kane Asian body?
Because I think with Kane, they've just gotten a standard Asian build male body and used it. With all the Bruce Waynes and the John Wicks, I can go get one. They have that stupid ankle connector where there's like a gap between the ankle and where it plugs in, and it's just so loose. Like, I got 2 of their John Wick new suits, and each one of them cannot stand on its own. They're so weak. And I couldn't even do a body swap because they had used so much padding on that body that when I tried to swap it to the Hot Toys John Wick body, which I did for all their past suits, and it was a perfect fit, it looked stupid. So now I'm going, okay, I guess I'm going to have a few John Wick figures sitting down in my display because I can't
Is
trust these will stand.
is
Topo, beautiful
there?
clothes, but the bodies do them such a disservice.
I know there's like um a liquid that you can squeeze that they make for joints to tighten them. And this guy who I used to watch for Transformers named Jobby the Hong, he used to have the stuff and squeeze them into joints and make them tighter. And what you would do is you
Oh,
squeeze this liquid in there, and then as it's drying, you move the joint around so it doesn't get like stuck
so
in
it doesn't
place.
fix. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
affix it. Yeah. I'll have to look that up. Um,
Yeah, please.
so so yeah, or there's no way we can like get new ball joint, like pop out the ball joint and get a better ball joint. I have to look that up too. Like,
Well, as I said, my cane's been all right. It's the John Wicks and the Bruce Waynes that have just been horrendous.
Carlos also has the Kane figure from Topo and it stands on its own. Mine doesn't. You know what? Maybe we should get it out real quick. Let's get Kane out while we contemplate nice bucket hat, but let's fix the clothes, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. That's swing and a miss with this one for me. As I said,
The other thing with these, which is weird to me, is the ankles. Like there's no black sock. I need to
uh,
I need to
that
paint
was
it
that
black.
was one thing that annoyed me with Kane was that every other suit they gave you socks except for him, and he needed them. The Wicks didn't need them because the top of the shoe is like a molded black, looks like a sock. So the socks were redundant. So I used Wick socks on Kane. But what annoyed me with the Wick was to put a normal shoe with a ball peg, there's not enough height, and then the pants gather.
Oh.
Whereas, as I said, with Kane, I feel like they've just gotten in a bunch of just standard Asian male bodies. There you go. You just needed the positive vibes of the group.
Yeah, but it's pretty shaky. Like I'm
Is
like
it?
I'm waiting for
Do
this
you
to
maybe
fall
need to
forward.
put your fingers on the shoes and then sort of tilt the legs back so the feet are
No,
more
I'm
balanced?
even when I pull on like the ankle is
Oh,
it's
okay.
loose, but I guess it's not as loose. But here, let me put Kane back. I feel. See, how does that look on camera? Oh yeah, you can see Kane in the. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. I was admiring him before.
Oh no. Oh, you could see Kane. Oh.
Yeah, I can see him in the cabinet.
Oh, go full screen so we can see Kane. Ah, I just took him away. I took him away. Let's see. Nope. No. Is there a full? I don't even have a full screen for me. Like, oh wait, you know what? I could have. Never mind. Forget it. I'll figure out the system one day. One day. Um. Oh, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, real quick. Here are all the figures that you can get instead of these two Jaws figures from Hot Toys. And I'm not a Hot Toy stan, motherfuckers. I will say shit about Hot Toys too if it's shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. You have Kamen Rider. I'm sorry, Rider Man, Kamen Rider. Silver Surfer with the joints. You have the new Neo.
And that Neo comes with like really cool like step diorama with the little balustrade. Like he's got some cool
270.
stuff. And that's not even a DX figure. Like you get a lot with Neo.
You can get both Dark Knight Returns, Batman, Superman. You can get Pelagostos, Chief Jack Sparrow, all the Demon Hunters. the other Common Rider Amazon, some stormtroopers, Batman from the video game, Leia, Stormtroop Commando, the Sergeant Hound with a hound, Peacemaker, Nightwing. These are all the ones that are under. Did I
you're getting
disappear?
change. You're getting change as well. It's not like you still got money to go out for a nice lunch after you buy this.
RoboCop from RoboCop 2. All the Fantastic Four. You can even get the Kamen Rider Battle Hopper bike. Last of Us Joel, Nightfall Batman, the Superman that's waitlisted, James Bond, Yelena, Jesus Obi-Wan. Like, so many.
Yeah, life-size Grogu with a bag. What a treat.
Yeah. It's waitlisted, but yeah. Daredevil, TIE Fighter pilot, Blade, old Blade, more motorcycles. You also get an extra $50 in savings because the factory entertainment price, these prices are without tax, obviously, and without shipping. That's the other thing. What's the shipping going to be like from factory entertainment?
Good question.
So yeah, that was interesting. These price comparisons really emphasize how out of touch factory entertainment is. This pricing can't be sustainable for them. I know they have licensing fees like others, but wow. Listen, how much could their licensing fee be? Like, if you're just starting out in the 1/6 scale, you're not going for things that are like high licensing fees. Also, I guess the other thing you can say, what do you call it? These licenses like Jaws, it's popular, but how popular, right? How many people are we going to get over 1,000 orders?
Yeah, I don't know that there's a bidding war for some of these IPs that would be
Battlestar
like you're paying top dollar for them.
Battlestar Galactica. Like the people who watched that and were into it are slowly dying off. You know, it's from the 70s. Like, it's like here's an example. I was watching Pawn Stars one day, which I love Pawn Stars because it's a little bit of history and a little bit of money haggling. And somebody brought in this Bob Hope signed, like, one of a kind magazine thing, and they wanted to get like 5,000 for it, and they're like, yeah, nobody knows who the fuck Bob Hope is anymore. Like there's no demand for it. So like a lot of these like stars from back in the day, like Bob should have probably died young, like Marilyn Monroe, because she's very popular. Elvis, some of these, but like there are celebrities that nobody remembers anymore. Like that's why Caustic Plastic does like the Laurel and Hardy. I'm curious to see how many people have bought the Laurel and Hardy. Like I love the Three Stooges. How many could you sell of those? Like kids nowadays, and as time goes on, they're slowly gonna disappear. They're not played anywhere. Like when we were kids, the TV stations would have them on like a Saturday. I'd see the Stooges, and then there was like Nick at Night for the Nickelodeon crowd, and you would see all the old shows. Or Nick during the day would have not just kids shows. They would have like I guess TV Land is what it was back then. Nickelodeon. You would have like the Bonanza, and then you would have Dennis the Menace, and a lot of these shows would be in syndication, and we would see them, but that's not happening now. Like with YouTube, you'd have to hunt it down. It's just not there in front of you. I just saw Uncarded Review says you can use Kiki's or shock oil, Mod Podge, hot glue, even some plain old Elmer's. All right, there we go. It's not special glue. Thank you, Uncarded Reviews. Much
Hopefully, I can
appreciated.
find one of those in Australia. I'm going to do some Googling after this.
Elmer's glue is just like, if you do Elmer's glue, it's just regular white school glue. Like, do you have like white squeezable school glue?
Like a glue pen, like where it's just clear.
No, it's comes in a thing and you squeeze it out and it drips. It's like glue. No.
I feel like we're talking about the same thing.
Okay. I'm talking about here. Let's see. I'm talking about this stuff, and you are probably talking about the same stuff. Let's see if I can pull it up here.
Yeah, okay.
And it dries clear. It's good stuff. It's good. I mean, it's not like the strongest glue, which is perfect for this stuff because it'll give you that extra width or the little extra mass in there.
I can get it here.
No, Matthias has to go. We'll watch the rest and the best later. Greetings to you. Thank you for being with us. I know it's late in Germany also. Or it's in the afternoon.
I think it's mid-afternoon.
I think it's the afternoon, yeah. Because right now in Greece, they haven't done, they do daylight savings, but not yet. So it's 6 hours from here, and then it'll be 7 hours in a few weeks. There's a reason why there are very few, if any, successful toy manufacturing factories in the United States. Factory Entertainment probably can't afford to produce this. Yeah. Can't. Yeah, that was the slow decline of manufacturing that started in the 80s is, not going to happen here without cutting some serious corners. Yes. You are all correct. Let's get the glue off my screen.
I found it in a shop near me, so I'm very excited.
Oh, nice. Dagito, Elmer's glue has not changed in the last 50 years. Same bottle and design. Yeah, it has not changed.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it in my life. So
Elmer's is.
Thank you for the lead.
I wonder if it's a different
it's called,
name.
It's called. I found it in a. We have this craft store which I have a hate relationship with. It's national, and they have it, and it's literally the same bottle, same thing. Elmer's, blah blah blah. So Elmer's glue all. Thank you kindly.
All right, let us go to our next topic. I hope I can find it because there's a lot of glazing going on with this. A lot of I shouldn't be talking about this because I don't have it in hand, but from the videos I see myself going, oh no, I'm not going to like that under the lights in my display case. And I'm hoping I can get some real good pictures from Calvin, who will be having a copy of it. Where the hell is it? The video. No. There's the video. All right. Let me turn off the sound. All right. So this is, and hello, Red Priest. Welcome to the first part of a live stream doubleheader. I will be doing a live stream later, I believe. Anyway, let's see. And here's, I wish I could make this bigger too, but I cannot. Let me share the screen. Damn it. It's not big enough. Can I make it bigger? No, I can't make it bigger that way. Damn it. My
I
point's
hate
not going to get.
vertical videos for this reason.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to do this. Let me copy this. Copy. And then, vertical videos. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in a, don't tell anybody, but I'm going to make, where's my Facebook downloader, video downloader?
Oh.
There it is. Oh no, that's the YouTube one. Oh, I have to get rid of that YouTube one. Damn it. I hate when they like come in and they're like, no, you cannot do this anymore. And I'm like, but sir, how am I going to make my videos?
But you know what? Even I'm just looking at this section here. The bottom part near the wheel, you can really see how the lines, they're not sharp. Like that blue shading. Like you've got that bit near the wheel and it's kind of the curved section that's shaded. It's
yeah. Why can I not make this bigger? Because in this, you can really see. Let's see, menu. It won't let me. It won't even let me save it. And this, can I make it bigger on this page? Let's see. Can I magnify it? Video settings. That's the order. Here, let me see if I. You know what? Let's solo this. I'm gonna remove us. I'm gonna highlight. There we go. Damn it! How's it look? Does it look better?
let's just roll with it, mate.
All right. So, if you have the option of watching this video in person, these blue lines bug the shit out of me. And if it's going to be in my case, these blue lines are going to be visible. Like, because I have a bright lights in my case. Like, look at it. It just, I don't like them. I don't know what to say. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Sometimes they're subtle, but that's because there's no light like bouncing off of them. And I did see a review where somebody shined the light bright onto the spots and you could see the blue and how like airbrushed it is, and it looks airbrushed and it looks like it's just, I don't know. You know what it is, Helen? You know why I guess I'm so the way that I am about this car? I love Batman the Animated Series. I would put it would be 89, it would be Tim Burton Batman the Animated Series, and then the 66 Batman. I think my love for this, and that's why I, having these, the way it's like, it looks smudged to me. I don't know. It's so much lighter compared to the black. So I don't know. What do you think? Like,
Look, we've talked about this a lot, and it's interesting because I was always keen to see what will the final product look like, and I do have to say, the inconsistency of the would we call it line work? That's kind of not what I would expect from a company that kind of talks about accuracy and detail and wants to hang their hat on it. There's something about it that just doesn't feel like it's at that level. So I can understand your frustration. Like it's a
it's just a paint
important
job. The
IP
rest
to
of
you. Yeah, you love it. And this
the
is not what you're thinking it's going to be. And for me, I agree because like looking at it even in this cabinet, and let's be honest, this Cinebox is also very high. A standard cabinet, the light would probably also be closer to the vehicle, which is going to accentuate this. And I can understand because that would bug me. Having these lines that are thicker, thinner, inconsistent, look a bit, as I say, I think I can understand because I just don't think this looks very polished.
I can't wait for this is me, like Yost is gonna find out about the stream. And he's gonna be like, these motherfuckers from Greece. I love
Oh,
Greece. No, I love Batman the Animated Series. Also, this is a Cinebox. Where the fuck is the Cine? Like, where's the Cine part of the box? He's like, the first JazzInc Cinebox. Where's the other part of it? The
isn't
light.
that an optional thing? Like there's some that have it and some that don't.
No, I thought they all like. Why would you call it a
Uh,
Cinebox?
I
Like
thought
what?
I thought there was levels to it because
I
I
would be
thought it was
like,
around the sizes, and then you could choose to have the light panel or not. It was my belief.
like, so I don't understand. Like, this is just a Maji case at 1300 millimeters.
It's at
That's
so
all this is.
there's two sizes that are specific to JazzInc, is my understanding, and
Oh,
then
I
the
see what else
lighting
they did.
panel is like his bit that he's adding to it. That's just in those cine boxes.
They have the It looks like. All right, never mind. I'm trying to see. All right, so they have the wood board. Now I can't tell if it's like recessed or if that's just the top of the. Anyway, I thought when you call something it's like artisan. Why would I call the this isn't this there's no Cinebox to this. I can't, like Carlos says, and how much. Oh, hold on. We'll talk about the vehicle price in a second. Like, let's just say the way this is built, it's amazing. I fucking love it. That's also why I'm salty. I would be one of the customers for this. And I should have jumped on the black one, but I think also the black one has a little bit of extra like spray paint on the, or it's got like a little extra like grayness to it. I guess what they're trying to do, and what they are not doing, what they're trying to do is cell shading. This is not cell shading. Cell shading, go look at PCS's Transformers figures, statues. That's cell shading. They look like they're from the cartoon. I don't even know if you needed to cell shade this. So I'm with Winman. The point of the Cinebox, calling it Cinebox, I thought was to have the light up background. I also was curious how much these boxes are going to be, especially with a light up background, because I think they're going to have a light box, and then you can put like a sticker wall decal or something on it, and you can peel it on and off. The ones that I made for my cases were made of just acrylic. I did contact the company that is making the light boxes for them. I'm just not a business. I'm not an LLC or like a business to be able to buy from them. So I didn't try. Although I think I did a pretty good job making the light up background. And I think that only cost $12 to make the light up background, or to add it to the case. The acrylic is a little bit more expensive. We'll figure out how to do that. But I was hoping that they would show the actual finished Cinnabox, So I don't know what's going on here. And Carlos was saying that how much is the vehicle? Like $1,500 plus shipping, which is another let's just say $2,000 coming to the US. I would want it to be as perfect, and if there is any imperfection, you're going to hear about it because you heard about it on the '89 Batmobile, didn't we, Helen?
Well, selective people did. Some people tried to gloss over it, which I'll get in trouble for if I visit that topic. But it's interesting because I do think there is a lot to like about this car.
Yes.
But I know for me, if I was getting it, I would 1,000% get the black one. That's what I think.
I would get the black.
I
wish that if maybe I'll talk to you. Maybe he'll see these and be like, "You're not allowed to buy anything from JazzInc ever again," even though I have 3 of their vehicles. My '89 Batmobile is perfection. I looked over that thing like there was like I was looking for lice and picking out the nits.
Wow.
Let me unhighlight that. Yeah, so Cinnabox, what is it? I don't see a Cinnabox, I just see a Moji case.
Hey, they're being released in November 2025, fun fact.
Yeah. Also, I've already built a case this size, and it's hanging up on my wall. So there's that.
Even the other day, I had someone comment on my Instagram. My garage shelving unit, is this Moja case? No, it's Costa case.
That's the point of it, to make it look like Moji case, but for very little bit of the price. But I wanted this to be. I wanted it to be what they had, like, people were showing them like the two-tone painting and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you couldn't do it with what paint that they were using. I put myself on the wait list for the black one. The only issue with that is the payment plan is much shorter, so probably would have to wait on that. But what I wanted to say is my snow speeder, what it looked like in the pictures is not exactly, how the paint job came out. It was supposed to be more weathered. I don't know if I can see if I can bring it down. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring down the snow speeder.
Okay.
It's massive. It's massive.
Keen to know, is anybody getting this animated Batmobile? If you're in the comments and you're getting it, let us know. And let us know which option you've gone for. Do you like what you see with this blue striped highlight version? Are you going for the black one? I'm always keen to know with these things because I think sometimes, we can have big feelings, but we're not buying it. So at the end of the day, I know for me, I don't like this, but I'm also not buying it. So, oh my goodness. Costa, what are you doing, mate? What is this? Is this it?
Lots of dust.
I think he hit us. You soloed yourself.
Okay.
That's not God. What I thought you were
so
going to show me.
Let me see if I can get my headphones on. Okay.
Ebros.
Oh my God. The weathering on this is, I feel like it was done by a 2-year-old. It was also supposed to be more weathered than this, and I will be following Metamorphic Customs video on how they weathered theirs, because I want to make this a little bit, more detailed in the weathering. I will say this cockpit looks awesome. I should bring this down more often, but it's so heavy. It's so heavy. There is something on here that, like, the bottom feels incomplete. Let me see. Yeah, there are weird gaps in places that I feel like there shouldn't be gaps. Like, there's this weird gap here. It feels like it's not together. So there are some things on. Let me see if I can flip this up. Do you see the gaps? Like how they're just like melded together in those little tabbed areas, and there's like a gap.
I feel like I can see, a lot of sort of lines
there's a
and
gap,
joins.
and you can see the inside.
Yeah.
This is the only, like, I love this thing, but that bugs me.
Okay.
And I feel like it's not finished.
I was picturing the speeder bike. I think silly me, I think I've had my Hot Toys because you know how they did the speeder bike, and then a lot of people were saying how it arrived and it was like cracked in half because there's a thin section in the middle, and then they were told, "Oh, just glue it together."
Yeah, it was race speeder. Also,
okay,
this
I've
is like
confused the two.
They needed to make the hole on this deeper, but anyway, I feel like there's like parts of this that should be connected, and they are not connected. And it looks like, there are gaps and stuff. I will never give this away or give it or sell it ever.
Can I ask Costa what was the price on this? Do you remember?
Yes.
You don't want to disclose?
It was $17.99.
Wow. Okay.
I paid it off in 20 months. So it made it palatable. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing about
I understand.
Buying stuff from JazzInc.
I agree.
Over
and I've
20 plus months.
With the I have their 12th scale Batwing on pre-order, and doesn't particularly bother me, but okay, I'll do this payment plan. And I do have to say, even their system's quite nice. Like, you get the email a few days before, heads up, we're deducting. And I think, they take like $40 a month, which is fine.
For Australian, $40, because mine's 28.
Dollar reduced. Yeah, it's 28 US, so it converts to about 40. And because that's not because pop culture doesn't have those kind of monthly payment plans like Sideshow or JazzInc do. So it's kind of a bit different for me to have these little bite-sized chunks coming out.
Ah, shit. Sorry. I'm like, can you see? Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
I think you're soloed.
Yeah, I am still solo, but the computer was the figure, the thing just. Now, Bro Collector's making me feel bad now.
Why?
Because Yost's dad was doing all the weathering on those early pieces. I have the original Justice Mobile, and it needs a repaint. Okay, maybe. All right, he's not. Yeah, my daughter is very good at painting. She could paint better. It looks like they just went and it's like all in a line, and it looks like it just doesn't look how it should. And like I said, as you could see, there are like there's like, you see this like the gap here. It's wider in person. Like it is. Let's see. There's like this big ass gap.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Yep. I see
And
exactly what you're
this
talking about.
should be inside there, and there shouldn't be a gap there. Also, I don't know. Anyway, my point is, I don't know what my point is. My point is, let's bash JazzInc some more because we have something else. Yost, I just want Yost. I love you. Please, please understand. Yeah, this isn't on right. This is. It seems off. Like, and this is what I mean by like expect like not duped um you know.
I think the word of the episode is polished. It's not as polished as you
Yeah.
expect it to be, because I would think at that price point,
Yeah.
I'm not getting big gappy issues with joins. Like that to me is very lacking in a bit of detail.
And this is Luke Skywalker's because it's gray. Although when I was a kid, the reason why I got this is because I had this as a kid, but I had the Wedge Antilles one with orange stripes, but I decided to go with the gray because I have the Luke Skywalker that goes in this. And eventually I am going to hang it from the ceiling, maybe. But let me put this back up and pray that I don't break it. So yeah, let's I'll be right back. Let me solo Helen, and she can start discussing other things she hates about other companies, because this is a hate fest. This is why can't I highlight you? Oh,
Hello.
wait, why? Yeah, I can't highlight you.
That's fine. I'm happy not being highlighted.
All right.
It's okay.
Here, I'm gonna go put this back.
Okay. I don't know that I'm calling this a hate fest. I feel like I want to call this like a circle of truth, because I don't know that anything that's being said here is not accurate. So I think I called it Threadgate. And I think we've got some new people here compared to who was on my stream on Friday. So it's interesting times. So the Catwoman, the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, the original release date of that was meant to be Q4 last year. That got bumped to Q1 this year. And now, not that we're seeing official announcements, you've got to kind of follow the trail of interviews and comments on posts. We're now being told July. I hope Costa does this okay. So we're looking at July, and we've been told the final figure will be taken to SDCC, will be on display. I really question how probable that is. When we're being asked about thread on a battle damaged Catwoman suit, it's the 21st of March. You have, last I heard, the number being dropped around how many Catwoman figures are being made was 5,000. So even if we go, it's a 50-50 split, you've got a couple thousand of these you need to make. Oh God, Costa, I hope he's going to be okay on that chair. I really am getting a bit perplexed at all the polls, given I feel like surely production should be pretty advanced by this point, but also there's a part of me that's like, you need to make decisions. Everything can't be a vote. And I do wonder, is that a safety blanket? Like, oh, if I make everyone vote, then if people don't like it, I can say, well, that's what the vote was. I just feel like surely we're at a point where there needs to be some decisions made by the company as to how this figure's going to look. Because I'm really starting to question how far the production is. Because what we haven't seen, God, I hope Costa's going to be okay, is oh God, I'm worried about Costa. Oh, chair with wheels. we've not seen a head sculpt. And this is the thing I kept bringing up. Show me a head sculpt from the factory, please. I watch all these streams and all these interviews specifically to see updates on the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. And in every stream, and I feel like in 90% of the photos I see in the group, it's a suit on a body. I'm overseeing a suit on a body. When are we going to see a painted head sculpt from the factory? I'm just at a loss as to why we're not seeing that. I'm having my Catwoman show me a head sculpt. Why are we voting on Thread Rant, Costa? But my secondary point that I want to make is everybody's been talking about this seated Batman. It's amazing.
Oh my
it's so
God.
good.
Don't get me started.
One guy posted a picture
Did you
of
see
that
it?
cowl, and it was so clear something was wrong with the tip of the nose. And I want to bring this up because what gets me was the wording that was used around this cowl, this thing. Where is it? Because I was just like in disbelief. This guy's going, I just received the highly detailed and superbly crafted Batman 89 from the high-end brand JazzInc. Dude, the guy's nose is munted, and when people point it out to him, he's like, oh yeah, no, it's not that noticeable. It's just the macro photography. I'm like, sir, that thing has a defect. And I keep coming back to, it feels very the Emperor's New robes. Oh, the robes, they're so beautiful, they're so magnificent. There's problems and people just ignore them. And if you point them out, you're a hater, you're a this, you're that. And I'm going, respectfully, that cowl looks bad. Thank you very much. Don't blame your macro photography. Even the non-macro images, you could clearly see something was up. And this is where I come back to, Costa.
Here it is.
I'll always be of the belief that an issue with JazzInc is always going to be that they're not on the ground doing QC. Because Joel used to talk about this all the time. He's in China. He's dealt in manufacturing. He knows what the attitudes to things are like. No one's going to have the attention to detail or the care factor for the final product the way Yoast is. But he seems to not want to go there and do the QC. And I'm going, this is the thing he's saying. Oh, well, why are you questioning my Catwoman? I've done my seated Batman. Dude, if you're going to hang your hat on seated Batman, I wouldn't be happy if that's what I was looking at in my collection.
No.
But you just can't say anything. These people are just, oh, it's not that bad in hand. Don't say it's amazing, high end. Like, that's like, I'm sorry, I've got a lot of Hot Toys Batman figures, and I'm not saying they're all perfect, but none of them have this issue with the nose. So I am getting a bit, I want to see a Catwoman head sculpt. And this doesn't add confidence. It makes me nervous because if you're not there doing the QC, what is that factory going to let out the door that may not pass muster? These are valid questions that people have. So, I'm just sitting here going, voting on threads. What are we voting on next? The shade of white, the type of thread? Like, homie, make some decisions.
Yeah,
it's like you want the vote, to then if anybody questions it, you can, oh, well, that's the vote. You're manufacturing a product. At some point, I can't think this is coming out in July. If on the 21st of March, we're having a referendum on the thread. Mate.
Yeah.
This is all wild to me.
I saw this too. And I was the same way. I was like, wait a second. Also, the lips are not, to me, the lips in the painting.
Oh, God. The lips. I didn't even see the lips because I was distracted by the
off
nose.
To me. The eyes are great.
Ooh,
Like this part here, like this looks good, but like I mean, I could tell it's Michael Keaton, no problem. But and it's only $125, which is fine for the seated. Um, for me, I was gonna grab one, but then I was like, "No, I'm not gonna have the canopy open on my Batmobile,
yeah.
so why would I even need one? Uh, if you have a Batwing, sure, go grab the seated one. But like, here's the defect. I saw that too. I wanted to say something. I was like, d- did you repaint? Did you like touch up something? Like, what happened? Did it fall? Like, what? No, it's why would you post this picture? And then like, why? Like,
And then
why?
defend it.
Yeah,
Defend it.
like here it is even closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't even know what that is. Like, did the factory go? Oh, we gotta we
We've
there's
chipped
a
it. We've got to
there's a
we're gonna
white
patch it
spot. We
up.
gotta fix it. And they
Who
used the wrong
knows?
paint. Also, I heard that the this bat symbol is not the right size.
How
So
dare you? How dare
there's
you?
no somebody
How
said
dare
that.
you?
I didn't say that.
They're the most accurate and detailed company on the planet, Costa. How dare you?
Again, I want to
Just ask
preface this.
Yoast.
I want to preface this. I have 3 JazzInc products. I also have the Batwing on pre-order, which I am super excited to get. Cannot wait to put that on the ceiling with a lit up moon behind it. I think it's going to look freaking spectacular. But we have to point out the things. And here's, I mean, we don't have to. We could be
Yeah,
those
but
people.
Costa,
It's the love. It's
this
the
is
love
the
for the
thing that gets me
characters.
though, mate. And this is where I care if I'm liked? Not really. People want to call themselves reviewers. Some people are more promoters, and they will criticize Hot Toys for something
Yeah.
that they would glaze over for JazzInc. And this is what frustrates me. And this is for me why I've really cut back a lot of how much content I'm consuming, because I really don't like the double standards. I don't like catastrophizing. I don't like people who generate negativity and then go, oh, the negativity in the hobby is such an issue and it's bringing me down, when you're the one who's been generating so much of it. I'm just at this point where I'm like, if you are going to say review, you should be objective. And I feel like because people are interacting directly with Yoast, they think he's their friend. Maybe they are. I'm just saying, people have lost that objectivity. So this is what I don't apologize. I always say, I'm going to come on here. I'm going to share my view. I have no agenda. I have no deals. I'm not looking for deals. I'm not looking to get in with any companies. But I think this is where I'm like, call a spade a spade. Like, the Forever Batmobile had a common issue where part of it was getting scratched in delivery. And there was a number of people that had that issue and then didn't mention it in their reviews. And we saw that with the 89 Batmobile. People not doing close-ups because there was issues with the paint. And this is where I'm like, I feel like you're disrespecting me as someone who's giving you my time, which I think is one of the most valuable commodities we have as human beings, because time is limited. And then you do that. So this is where I'm like, I just, and I feel sad that being objective is seen as, and I get this all the time. People are, oh my God, you hate JazzInc, you hate Yoast. I'm like, I actually, I don't know Yoast. I have no personal feeling. I'm observing this and sharing my view on the situation. If you want to perceive that as a hate, a dislike, an agenda, do that. Because trust me, mate, I've banged on to anyone who would listen about how bad that Hot Toys ballerina is. So it's not like I'm giving Hot Toys a pass for everything. I'm calling them as I see it. But I think it's really sad that there's people that just have other factors that impact them and they can no longer be objective. So I kind of don't feel like we should have to apologize for not, Praise be. We should be
So-
able to have some honest conversations.
No, you should, because I've been getting recently. I guess people have saw my video pop up of the live stream I did with the original photos of the paint job on the animated thing, and they're like, somebody goes, "You're such a hater. It's literally an animated vehicle," and I'm like, "But it's literally a crap paint job from this
Yeah.
picture. It's okay. It's animated, but it's also $2,000." You know, Bro Collector, yes, makes a great point. Like that thing will look, the seated Batman, yeah, overhyped, but would look great in the Batwing. Like that is like, because you're not looking at proportions and shit in there.
Yeah.
We're just saying the people glazing JazzInc with like the look and whatever, like with perfection, it's not perfect. And to be open with objective eyes. I'll do it with Hot Toys. I'll do it with InArt. I'll do it with we did it with Factory Entertainment. Who else is
J&D.
there? Fucking Star Ace, J&D. We do the same thing with all of them. Hot Toys puts out a shit item. We will say it's a shit item. Like I am joining the people with the issues with the Silver Surfer, but I also know that you can't make a Silver Surfer seamless. So yeah, there's that. People always, let's see, people will always have questions and reservations, and some will have always had excuses. I think the other thing with JazzInc also is and even Factory Entertainment, like what's the final prototype? Like what's the prototype?
Yeah.
The animated Batmobile didn't actually have a prototype until it was almost ready to be built. You were working off of renders, and the renders looked amazing. Let me tell you, the renders for that animated Batmobile looked amazing.
But it's the same with the Tumblr Costa. Pre-orders
shouldn't-
opened and there was renders. There wasn't
yeah,
a
Make-
final product.
make a prototype. Make your final prototype. Post it and have people buy it off of that. Renders, I'm at a point where I like renders aren't going to be good enough. And until you show me the proto that you're going to have, and when they showed the proto for the Batmobile, it looked awesome. Just not the paint job, the actual, fake thing. Windman 42. I got so much dust in this room now from damn. I haven't dusted up there.
Oh.
Sorry.
See that, and that's why I built my Costa case, because my tumblers used to just be out in the wild, and I know because they just.
Oh my god.
The dust just gathers and sits. So yeah, I hear you.
But pulling down the big ass, it's full of dust up at the top. I think, quote unquote, I saw Justin stream about this fig, and he was saying it was amazing likeness or something. Full disclosure, I don't have Batman figures, so I can't compare at all. Full disclosure, yeah, I don't have the seated Batman, but the pictures that have been posted, they're all right. And Uncarded Reviews, only $125 is wild. You could buy a barrel of sweet crude oil for that price. Yes, world politics, baby. Batman collectibles. What do we have to say? Helen speaking for the people. Don't speak ill of Jazz work. It's insane. Everyone is up for grabs to problems except Jazz. Here's the other thing. Oh my god. My love for the Batman the Animated Series also goes to their figure. And I don't understand why there needs to be a realistic version of the Batman the Animated Series. And I'm sorry for people who like it. That's not the animated figure. That is a regular human body with an animated head on it, and it looks weird. It looks weird. Where is...
Do you know what got me about that animated Batman Costa? You're gonna hang your hat on, we're obsessed with accuracy, we're obsessed with detail. What do they say? Powered by collectors. And when people were saying they didn't like the realistic body, The comments back from Yost felt very, I don't often use swears, but felt very pissy. He felt very pissy
Oh,
that
no, they
people
were.
weren't just tripping over themselves going, take my money. Oh, it's amazing. People were like, no, dude, we want the animated body. And then he was trying to like pat it out, and people were like, nope. He seems to have a real problem with that. And this is why I wonder with that Catwoman, is this why he's making everything, it's the Democratic People's Republic of JazzInc. Everybody gets a say on the product. Because is there an issue where it just can't take criticism? I don't know. But I'm sitting here going, if you're going to call it Batman the Animated Series, people have a definite look as to what that should be. And as you've said, that's not a realistic body. So people saying to you, that's not it, to you to get like snippy about it, I was really like, what is going on here? You want to say we're all about accuracy and studying the details, then you don't do Bison Batman. You do what looks like the animated series Batman.
Yeah, and even the animated series one, oh my God, this is closer. I still prefer the Mondo one. I don't care about joints. I think the reason why I don't care about joints is because on these is I had those figures from Kenner back in the 90s, and I wanted bigger versions of those toys, and I got the bigger versions of those toys. But if we're going to do this animated Batman, they should be done like this. I mean, this is Tony May.
I like it. That's nice.
Tony May. This is a custom. It's going to cost $1 billion. But like, it looks like, oh my God, I'm going to die here. It looks like it's the Mondo body, but covered in spandex, but like refined. He's still working this one out. This is what it needs to be. Like, this is, I'm surprised they didn't do cease and desist. Although Yost can't sell in the US. So there's that. That's the other thing that chaps my ass. Yeah, look at this. This is the, nope, we don't want to get, but like, I think this looks way more like an animated Batman, and it can do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's similar. But I think what bothers me is the fact that I have the actual animated look in my head, and then you get this one, and I was like, what is this shit? Yeah. Sorry. And this is like, it's weird to me. I'm sorry. I watched the show. It's weird to me for this. Not bad. The sculpt looking good. I like these. If you got the original Mondo one, you got like 1,000 heads. So I'm excited about that one. The Mondo one I have has 1,000 different heads I could use. But yeah. God. And then we were talking about this. Oh no, I didn't the what do you call it? The Catwoman.
Oh yeah, Threadgate.
I think it's, why is it Threadgate? Like, is it because I didn't this is
it's what I'm calling it, because I've just reached a point of like, this is ridiculous. Are we seriously going to have a conversation about Thread? But also, if this is coming out in July, how are we still at this stage And can you please show me a head sculpt? Because I feel like every time there's an interview, I tune in for the specific purpose of show me something that is not this body on this suit or this fabric on this body. It's all we see. Oh, and look at the booty. It's a figure. Why are we staring at the anatomy, people? Show me a head sculpt. Show me the diorama. I'm sick of seeing this for the past 12 months. And I'm going, how is this ready in July if we're all going to have a vote on the thread?
Let's be clear. You're talking about a final production head sculpt. You're not talking because we've seen
correct.
Okay.
But this is what gets me as well, Costa. If we really want to spread the net far and wide, I'll even rope in the penguin. You look at the description for the penguin, and then name dropping who made the samples. Outfit by GWiz Custom. Yeah, but I'm not getting an outfit by GWiz Custom. Your prototype, which is a custom figure, has paint by Viola and an outfit by GWiz Custom. That's not what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what the factory in China is going to give me. Because if it's like that Batman we just saw, that's not going to cut it for the price that you're charging.
Yeah. I want to apologize to all the people that have that like any of these.
Well, this is the look. I want this to be amazing. I want it to be amazing. My question is, because again, this was meant to come out in Q4, then it slid into Q1. We were told March.
Really fine with that, though.
Then we're told May. Now we're told July. And what gets me is these are never formal announcements. It's always a comment, an interview, never an email, never a statement. It's just slid in there casually. But I'm just questioning if we're at the 21st of March and you're still working on the suit, is that time frame realistic? But also, I have to think if you are meeting July, there's got to be one head sculpt. Because you think of like, you go into the So-So Toys group, right? You will see pictures of like trays just lined with head sculpts. And that shows to you volume, production, movement at the station. We've not seen one such picture like that from JazzInc. I'm going, surely there's got to be one sculpt, because all we saw was an unpainted sculpt where they talked about, the sculpts are going to be multiple pieces and that's going to give depth and blah, blah, blah. Whatever that was, I'm going, cool story, dude. I actually don't need that level of detail. What I'd like to see is how are the dudes and dudettes at the factory painting this stuff? What am I getting? What am I buying? I still don't know. Like Hot Toys has a prototype at Secret Base that when you're buying, you have a decent enough idea of what you're getting. We're all flying blind here. And the guy keeps opening up all these POs and then, PO numbers are lower than what we expected. Yeah, because people want to see what the final thing looks like. And also, I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't want to
NRDs as well.
NRD is like ridiculous. Correct. Outside of Asia and Europe, right? Europe and Asia, I think he can only sell those two. Something like that.
I think Australia as well.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's everywhere but the US.
I mean, you would see a lot more people go for that penguin if they could get them from JazzInc's site, because there's also the payment plan, which brings down the price to something digestible monthly. I really do hope this turns out, because I have the 2-pack, which now I'm like, did I really need the 2-pack? Probably not. Maybe I'll have it switched.
I got the Clean DX, and I'm questioning, should I have just gotten the basic model?
Well, now I'm like, if I talk to Kit, will Kit switch it to the Clean DX and not the 2-pack? But I am glad it's getting pushed. Again, guys, I want this to succeed like badly. I want it to turn out to be one of the most amazing figures ever made. I want Yoast to get on the map on these 1/6 scale figures. I want them to be, if those turn out, I need him to influence factory entertainment for the Michael Knight figure that they're going to make. A lot of things that I want. Will I get them? No. Um, again, I want to point out uncharted reviews. The only thing that Yost is doing is crowdfunding batches of custom figures. He's a glorified project manager outsourcing the creation of custom kit bash figures from China. Damn. And as Bro Collector is like, yeah, damn, real talk. Batman collectibles. I ended up ordering basics for both the Catwoman and Penguin. If they suck, be a little. Yeah. So the Penguin, I might just get the Mare one. Maybe not even the DX, because I'm like, where the hell am I going to put half that shit? Although,
Correct.
I do love the actual working umbrella thing, and you can only get that with the other one. Which
Costa, Eternal Toys, working umbrella.
they do,
It's
but
fine.
does it look like the Penguin's umbrella? Does it?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it.
Oh yeah,
I've
please,
got
please.
the Eternal, and this is what gets me. They're acting like they invented.
Oh, you're talking about the Eternal Toys figure, the
yeah, that's
keyword version.
You could probably pick that up loose. You could probably grab that if you wanted it. It's got the black and white swirl in it. It works.
Okay. All right.
Because
Well,
Yost
listen.
was there acting like he's the only one that does a working umbrella. I'm like, dude, come on now. Come on.
In summary, we want all these companies to succeed. But we don't want. I think there is a price element and a quality and a you're saying stuff. Can you back up that stuff? Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in it that we question. We question Hot Toys too. Like, why isn't this being released, or why the fuck did you do that to the figure? Although I do have less empathy or sympathy for the people who are like, why did they release this? Why are they making this figure? Who cares? They're making the figure. Let them make it. It's not for you. Not everything's gonna be for you. Not everything's gonna be for me. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's called a breather. It's called a breather. Like, you don't need everything and be like, that's a dumb release. Well, for somebody, it's not a dumb release. It's fine.
But this is what
It's
I
a
love.
good release.
I wish they'd do some different stuff. And then, why are they doing K-pop Demon Hunters? It's this crap. It's like, dude, you want them to do different stuff.
It is.
And then when it's not the different stuff you want. And you said it perfectly, because Lord knows, as someone who doesn't collect the Star Wars, I'm very aware not everything is for me. And I'm quite happy for it not to be. But my goodness, there is a lot of awry expectations, let's just say.
Wow. The Eternal Toys one I could grab right now for $200.
It's not bad. Cousin Anthony sent it to me, and I'll tell you, I was quite impressed with the size of the figure. The two things that let it down, one is very easy to mask. The rooted hair is not great, and it has a seam at the top of the head. But if you put the top hat on it, it's fine. Unfortunately, the second issue is the top hat is kind of crappy quality. So I do eventually want to go on eBay and see if I can find a better top hat. But genuinely, it's pretty good. Their Catwoman, I didn't think looked that great. I think their Penguin was definitely a lot better than their Catwoman. I'll flick you some pictures of mine. I've had it for about a year now. It comes with little penguins as well. The umbrella works. I'm pretty happy with it. And this is my thing. I've just gone, if I get that Catwoman and I'm not happy with it, I'll keep the Eternal Toys Penguin.
Batman Collectibles agrees the hair is garbage.
The hair is not
Uncarded
great.
reviews. Even the best custom figure makers and artists struggle to produce batches of figures in significant volume due to the extreme amount of time needed to make. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, I think we're 2.5 hours in. I think we can start saying our que sera, sera.
Went quick again.
It did. It did.
Always
I
does.
need some more Kouroulakia or lunch. Maybe I'll get lunch instead of. Wait, Batman collectible. I also have the Catwoman. It's a good stand-in. Yeah, I'm hoping. Again, preface: I buy JazzInc. I buy all of InArt. I haven't bought a Star Ace, but I will be buying Star Ace. Just so you guys know, it will be Clash of the Titans. I also want to buy Star Ace so that Randall can review them, because that would be a fun review. You know what I'm saying?
I'd watch that.
Yeah. Randall Star Ace reviews. Let's see. So, how many factory painters do you think have the skill or talent to paint thousands of head sculpts or on par of Sean Dabbs or
Yeah.
Viola?
This is my
Yeah.
point. That's my point. Don't show me that prototype and make out like that's what I'm getting, because it's not. It's not.
Yeah. Where's the diorama? Has that not been made yet? Also, real quick, they're not in production yet. And the way you know if Yoast is in production is he ups the NRD by like he doubles the NRD, which is a back end weird way of doing that. But we've all accepted it, so it's fine. That's what happened with the Batwing recently. It is getting ready to go into production, baby. That's exciting. That's I might have to pay that off early, because I might want that when it's ready. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I'm excited about the JazzInc 112 Batwing.
I
wanted the 1/6 version.
Hoping it will live there right here.
But
So I'm with you. I've got it on pre-order. I'm excited. I'm just, and I think it was easier for me to order the Batwing because I knew they'd done it in 6 scale, and I feel like of all the vehicles they've done, I felt like I didn't really hear many grumbles about the Batwing. That feels like it was a pretty
awesome.
issue-free release. So I thought, okay, they've done it. They're scaling it down. I feel like there's some confidence here for me to go. It's coming with the stand. Like, the product ticks a lot of boxes. The price point, a lot more palatable. Price. Yeah, it really is. A good price. It really is.
Yeah. Especially it's still 2 feet. It's not small. It's still 2 feet big, like wide. I still would love a 1/6 scale version, but I was at the time I couldn't get it, and like it was $2,500 plus shipping. So it wasn't as easy. That's why I opted for the 66 Batmobile and the Snow Speeder. That's what I was getting while that was in the works. Although, man, one day maybe I'll go back and get it. You never know. because the secondary market on some of these is just, you can get them for a decent price. Like, the value on those, I think the problem is that the retail price on them was so high that it's hard to like, you also have to ship it. Not many people are in looking for those, so it's like supply and demand type stuff. So maybe down the road. We'll see how the 1/12 one turns out. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe I just like to look up straight above me and be like, that's it. I love it. I love my Batwing. But yeah, we want all of these companies to succeed. We want the other thing I also see is, like, some of these companies are workers, and I get it, being in like building stuff and having your work poo-pooed or critiqued sucks as an artist, because I'm more emotion than reason at times. And I get it, but I've been doing a lot better at keeping it to myself when somebody has an issue with, they say, "Oh, I would have done this," and I would have been like, "No, that's not why I did it. That's not why I did it." But I'm not gonna say it because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because in the long run, what you like is what you like. It doesn't matter what somebody says about your stuff. If you like your case, if you like your figure, if you like whatever, it doesn't matter what we say. We're just looking at the stuff that's pre-releasing and giving our opinions on that stuff. So, and poor Broke Collector. He's a little butthurt over how cheap the 12th scale. It isn't half the price of of a 1/6 scale. It's not $1,200. It's only $400.
It's like a fifth of the price.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I wonder how they did that. I wonder what we're not getting.
I think that was based on the volume though, because
You're
Yost was saying the whole he's going to sell 2,200 to break even. And the last I saw, I think he was still sub 2,000. So
let's see real quick.
I
got it right here. Let's take a quick look on this Batwing. It's not your traditional back the build because they normally just end it. There isn't any more, like you can't buy it any longer after the funding goes. If you go to Kickstarter, let's see.
Yeah.
Wait, where do they don't give you a ticker?
No,
on the
there was
webpage?
no, they took it off. There was a post in the group. So in the group, someone asked how the sales were going. And that's where Yost said, "Oh, they're still trickling up." And I'm pretty sure he said it was in like around the 1,900 mark. And I'm pretty sure they said it's like 22 or 2,300 they have to sell to break even. So that price was based on the original goal of 3,000. And then they kept lowering it to 2. Then he lowered it to 1,500.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now.
He must be independently wealthy because like you're doing all this and you're going to break even. Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
so yeah. Anyway, what is going on with you on your channel?
With me on my channel, I made a video recently. What a treat! So I
content
got some Image Studio head sculpts. They're a relatively new company. They were doing some Christian Bale Batman head sculpts. So I took one for the team and bought them and reviewed them. So if you're interested in seeing what they are like, I am actually using one in my display. So there you go. I said I would, and there it is. So that review is up for anyone interested. And then just the usual Friday night streams. I'm hoping my Batman Returns is deluxe is in transit from Pop Culture. So I'm hoping that will arrive in time for next Friday's stream for a live unboxing. That would be fun if that was the case. So fingers crossed. So I say mainly the Friday stream. I'm actually hoping that the not our Easter break will give me a chance to do a bit of a collection room tour because I have plans to reshuffle things and I want to kind of document how the room is now before I make those changes. So I'm kind of hoping, but I've just been doing a lot of kit bashing and stuff, to be honest, like the lull, that's how I'm filling the time. And I think it's kind of a nice thing to do where you're not just FOMO buying or buying out of boredom and then there are things that don't fit your collection and you're then trying to sell it. So I've just been trying to like optimize a few things that I have. I found some really cool spare parts and pieces on different websites. So sometimes on my stream, I do share a little bit of my kit bashing adventures. Just trying to settle on my ultimate John Wick Chapter 2. That saga continues, and that's me really.
Awesome. Check out the Shero. Where's Shuri? Where is Shuri?
Last I checked, Shuri was laying in the sink. It's very hot. And in my ensuite, I laugh. There's 2 sinks. One's mine, one is Shuri's. She likes the one under the window because she gets a breeze and a view. And last I checked, she was laying in the sink.
Oh,
as she often likes to do in the evenings. Bless her little heart.
well, that's awesome. My cats are probably my one black cat who follows me everywhere. She's probably right outside the door.
Oh, bless.
She is this big and full grown. She's like still looks like a kitten, but she's full. She was the
Hey.
runt of the litter. Her name is
Aw.
Luna P from
Cute.
Sailor Moon. But yeah, we have 3 cats, and one of them's supposed to be dead, but he's now a year after he was given a death sentence, and they're like, "We think you should put him down today," and we're like, "Well, it's our kid's cat, and we'll bring him home and so she can say goodbye." And he's like, "Nope," and he's still alive. So
Jody said, he said, not today.
yeah, not today, mate. His
Not
name's
today.
Pablo.
Cute.
What's going on with me? I am debating on doing a second stream later. I don't know if I'm going to, but I do have a lot to talk about. And it won't be Factory Entertainment or any of this stuff or JazzInc, because I think I've got it all out. I'm done. I love you, JazzInc. I don't know you yet, Factory Entertainment, so I cannot love you at the moment. But I do hope you succeed and bring out some stellar figures and IPs that need us older nostalgic people to buy, like the old Battlestar Galactica, the Mummy from the early 2000s, and Jaws, because we love the Jaws, us old people. I did drop a short day 7 of the Grail Ion build. It's putting in the side and the back acrylic. Do it. Second stream, possibly, and it might be at 2:00. I haven't even made a thumbnail for it, but I also got all the acrylic in for the Grail Apollo case. So I have the New Hope poster and the Return of the Jedi poster. And this weekend, if I don't do the stream, I will be filming myself making those cases and then hanging them up on the wall over here. And I can have one of the things that on Sunday, my Uncollection Tour video is dropping. Right now, if you're a member, the members get to see that video 3 days in advance. And you can join and become a member below. I use any of the proceeds go to getting more materials. It looks like the LED back panel that I used for the Grail Apollo is sold out. I got the last 2 pieces, so I'm wondering, are people now? This is what happened to me and the magnetic tape.
Oh.
I posted the video. The video, it took months for the video to take off, and then it took off, and all the magnetic tape was out for weeks. I had problems getting only the type that I show, because there's other magnetic tape.
Yeah.
It's not as good magnetically. So I'm hoping that there isn't too much delay on because I use a special panel that has these domes on the LED, so it spreads the light out, so you don't see the individual LEDs in the back. So and it's not expensive. It's like $22 or $23 for a sheet, and I can use possibly 2 sheets, maybe a sheet, maybe one sheet will give me 2 backs or 1.5 backs. It just depends. So it's about 12 to 15, 11 to 15 bucks to make a light box on your display case. So I can't wait to do that. That the Uncollection Tour is basically, you see all the boxes back there. Most of my collection's in those boxes. So I'm going around the room showing you the different projects I plan on doing in this little room. And then I show you some of my collection, the one that's visible here. But I will do a proper collection tour when they're uncollected, unboxed, and everything's out. So there's a lot of things that need to be done, which will be done by the end of the year is my goal. So you'll see a lot of vlog type things where I'm just building stuff, not as tutorials, but those vlogs will also come with tutorials for certain things that I make, because I'm going to try to do 2 things at one time. And Sterling, what's up? Hey, 2 of my favorite collectors. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday, Sterling. And then I think that's it, right? And then maybe I'll do a stream later. I got the last video for the Grail Ion to complete. No, 2 more videos. One is the front panel, which I made a mistake on, and I tell you, you come with me on a journey of mistakes, and they happen. And then the ultimate one, the end is the what did I call it? Finishing touches. You put legs on it. You hide the wires and stuff. And then the actual tutorial for that, I will hope it'll be next Sunday. So my goal is if I release it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So if I released it yesterday, right? When did I release the
Uncollection tour popped up for me on YouTube yesterday.
Okay.
I think.
So 3 days from when March 22nd is when it's going up. So March 19th. What was March 19th? Whatever.
Thursday?
It was Thursday. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to post these videos on Thursdays and then for members, and then Sunday they'll be available for everyone. So I have my list right here. Here's my list of my videos. Grail Ion short and Grail Apollo short and vlog, which is, and then, don't look at the making of a Mickey puppet head because that's for my other channel. I'm making a second channel and I am making a Mickey Mouse puppet for that channel. So that second channel is going to be for other stuff that I like Disney.
Cool.
And Disney parks and stuff. But I crossed it out, but I shouldn't have crossed it out. The Grail Ion tutorial is the number 1. It's part of this. So I am hyper focused. I did find out I have ADHD, and I'm trying to. That's why I have a book now. I'm trying to focus on things, and I feel like I've made this long-winded ending. But please join me every Saturday here for Show Off, which we'll probably do. But I need to take a little break right now. Let's see. Winman says, thanks for the stream. And Sterling says, I need your help trying to make a 48 by 18 by 22. Wait. I'm confused. Oh. 48 wide. No, 48 tall, right? It's
what
gotta
is
be
that
40...
in centimeters? I have no.
I don't know.
Because my case is.
Oh no! You know what?
1 meters.
I'm thinking they're doing a 72, so it's 48 by 18 by 72. That's my guess, right, Sterling? That's what you're doing. 48 by 18 by 72, or are you doing 48 by 24 by 72? But the 18 is good for. I like the thinner garage shelves. That is great for just straight up figures. You can put several levels of figures on one shelf, and you can add all 5 of your shelves that come with it because you don't have to worry about the depth hiding your figures like a deep case. 48 wide. Okay. But 72 tall. Yeah. 48 wide, 72 tall, or 22. Yeah. Has to be 72 tall by 18. Yeah. That's a good case for straight up figures. You could put risers. You could do probably three rows because what do you call it? The display bases are normally only 4 inches wide, so you could do 3 rows of figures on each shelf, and you could do five shelves 5 shelves, 3 to 4 rows, probably 3 rows, 3 to 4 rows. Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, hit me up. I'll help you. Also, I might be doing an on location live stream. So
Oh.
I don't know if I'm regretting this or not. Corey, if you're seeing this, we've already talked about this, but somebody reached out to me, and I was curious on how it would be to do like a full consult from beginning to end with somebody, where
Oh.
for a fee, obviously. This is involved. I mean, this was involved. It's involved. I'll do a Zoom call with you. We talk it out. I draw up schematics. If you're doing an aluminum case, and I send you the schematics. You have a work plan. We talk it out. This one went to the point where I spent hours watching him drill holes on screen to make sure he was doing it right, and threading the ends, because you can only really get aluminum, can't get it cut to size here unless you go overseas. So I made a case for him for a statue, and this is going to be a massive case. And there were some hiccups along the way. He lives near me. I'm still debating on whether I would even do this, because it is a lot of time. It's a lot of time. And the acrylic place is near me, and he wouldn't be able to make it there in time. So I said that I would go get it for him, and then we would meet somewhere and he could have his acrylic and stuff. And then I was thinking, why don't I just go to his house and we'll finish it together, but I'll do it as a live stream, and we're
Cool.
Get some content out of it.
Yeah.
On top of that, he wants to make this will be the largest Grail Apollo case, because he wants to do backlighting. It is a werewolf statue that is like 32 inches tall, and he found pictures of like the woods with the full moon, and with that backlit with it and this is on a rotating. He has a motorized Lazy Susan thing, and we're doing lights where it shoots up, like spotlights that in the 4 corners. We came up with that. So I am thinking about, this might be in a couple weeks, doing a live on location. And if I'm still in this, whether it's worth my while to do consultations that deep, where a lot of my time is, taken up. So, I mean, if you think, let me know in the comments. Consultations. I mean, I know a lot of my guys out here are DIYers, so
Yeah.
I understand. And I would still, like, if you have questions, I'm still going to answer your questions. This is more of a, like, let's get together one-on-one, spend a good amount of time together. If you want me there to watch you properly drill stuff, if you're not feeling comfortable, fine. The other thing I may do, yes, it is the Howling PC. Yes, that's what it is. Yes, that's what he's doing. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and we're gonna put it together. We're gonna do it live. I'll have to bring all my equipment there and shit. But good thing all this is portable, which is great. I can throw it in a bag. Even the lights I can throw in a bag, which is great. So yeah, if you think let me know in the comments. Do you think it'd be a thing that anybody would be interested in. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of me. I could have talked about that on the other stream, but from Helen, we'll do it live. And Costa, we say, Gali, Gali spera. Well, that's good afternoon, and that's more of a greeting.
It's definitely Kouroulakia for me.
Yasu. We'll just say Yasu.
Yasu.
Yasas. Yeah, well, goodbye. I would watch that. What could possibly go wrong? Listen, Windman, things went wrong while I was watching him do it. And I'm like, no, you got to clamp it. No, please don't do it freehand.
Oh, dude.
And then his brother, oh my God, I felt so bad for him. His brother used a drill, which if you're skilled, you could use a drill to thread. You put the thread bit on the end and you use the drill, but you should take your time. I felt so bad for him. He like widened the holes, but we'll get it taken care of. Corey, we're going to get this taken care of if you're watching it. I don't know if you're going to watch this far. Also, if you made it this far and you're watching on the replay, type in 2 Greek Geeks in the comments. And that's it for us. Yasas, Yamas, Yamas is if we're drinking a drink. Yamas, Kaliniktam. Good night.